Sun Temple as a 13th century CE, year 1250. Sun Temple at Konark, about 35 kilometers, 22 miles, northeast from Puri on the coastline of Odisha, India. The temple is attributed to King Narasimhadeva I of the Eastern Ganga dynasty about 1250 CE. Dedicated to the Hindu sun god Surya, what remains of the temple complex has the appearance of a 100-foot (30 meters) high chariot with immense wheels and horses, all carved from stone. Once over 200 feet (61 meters) high, much of the temple is now in ruins, in particular the large Shikara tower over the sanctuary. At one time this rose much higher than the mandapa that remains. The structures and elements that have survived are famed for their intricate artwork, iconography, and themes, including erotic Kama and Mithuna scenes. Also called the Surya Devale. It is a classic illustration of the Odisha style of architecture or Kalinga architecture. The cause of the destruction of the Konark temple is unclear and still remains a source of controversy. Theories range from natural damage to deliberate destruction of the temple in the course of being sacked several times by Muslim armies between the 15th and 17th centuries. This temple was called the Black Pagoda in European sailor accounts as early as 1676 because it looked like a great tiered tower which appeared black. Similarly, the Jagannath temple in Puri was called the White Pagoda. Both temples served as important landmarks for sailors in the Bay of Bengal. The temple that exists today was partially restored by the conservation efforts of British India-era archaeological teams. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984. It remains a major pilgrimage site for Hindus, who gather here every year for the Chandrabhaga Mela around the The Jagannath temple is an important Hindu temple dedicated to Jagannath, a form of Sri Krishna in Puri in the state of Odisha on the eastern coast of India. The present temple was rebuilt from the 10th century onwards, on the site of an earlier temple, and begun by Anantavaman Chodaganga Deva, the first king of the Eastern Ganga dynasty. The Puri temple is famous for its annual Ratha Yatra, or chariot festival, in which the three principal deities are pulled on huge and elaborately decorated temple cars. Unlike the stone and metal icons found in most Hindu temples, the image of Jagannath, which gave its name to the English term Juggernaut, is made of wood and is ceremoniously replaced every 12 or 19 years by an exact replica. It is one of the Char Dham pilgrimage sites. The temple is sacred to all Hindus, and especially in those of the Vaishnava traditions. Many great Vaishnava saints, such as Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vallabhacharya and Ramananda were closely associated with the temple. Ramanuja established the Imar Mutt near the temple, and Adi Shankaracharya established the Govardhan Math, which is the seat of one of the four Shankaracharyas. It is also of particular significance to the followers of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, whose founder, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, was attracted to the deity Jagannath and lived in Puri for many years. The temple was built by the Ganga dynasty king Anantavaman Chodaganga in the 12th century CE. As suggested by the Kendupatna copperplate inscription of his descendant Narasimhadeva II, Anantavaman was originally a Shivite and became a Vaishnavite sometime after he conquered the Atkala region, in which the temple is located, in 1112 CE. A 1134 to 1135 CE inscription records his donation to the temple. Therefore, the temple construction must have started sometime after 1112 CE. According to a story in the Temple Chronicles, it was founded by Anangabhima Deva II. Different chronicles variously mention the year of construction as 1196, 1197, 1205, 1216, or 1226. This suggests that the temple's construction was completed or that the temple was renovated during the reign of Anantavaman's son Anangabhima. The temple complex was further developed during the reigns of the subsequent kings, including those of the Ganga dynasty and the Suryavanshi, Gajapati dynasty. The huge temple complex covers an area of over 400,000 square feet, 37,000 square meters, and is surrounded by a high fortified wall. This 20 feet, 6.1 meters, high wall is known as Meghanada Pacheri. Another wall known as Kurma Bedha surrounds the main temple. It contains at least 120 temples and shrines. With its sculptural richness and fluidity of the Aurya style of temple architecture, it is one of the most magnificent monuments of India. The temple has 4 distinct sectional structures, namely, Dula, Vamana or Garbhagriha, Sanctum Sanctorum, where the triad deities are lodged on the Ratnavedi, throne of pearls. In Rekadula style, Mukhashala, frontal porch, Nata Mandir, Nata Mandapa, which is also known as the Jagamohan, audience hall, dancing hall, and Bhoga Mandapa, offerings hall. The main temple is a curvilinear temple and crowning the top is the Sri Chakra, an 8-spoked wheel, of Vishnu, also known as the Nila Chakra. It is made out of Ashtattu and is considered sacrosanct. Among the existing temples in Orissa, the temple of Sri Jagannath is the highest. The temple tower was built on a raised platform of stone and, rising to 214 feet, 65 meters, above the inner sanctum where the deities reside, dominates the surrounding landscape. The pyramidal roofs of the surrounding temples and adjoining halls, or mandapas, rise in steps toward the tower like a ridge of mountain peaks.